ଆରେ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ତାକୁ ପଠେଇବେ ନା
वो लाइव कर जा देखो जो मोबाइल में देखो कॉपी करके पढ़ो
संतुलन ना
यूरोसी काट लो और एडिट कर लो मत खाली ये कहला कौन कि कथा
ପଠେଇଦେଲି ତ ଆଉ ସେ ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳ ପଠେଇଦେଲି ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ତ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ଓକେ 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 ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇକି ଆପଣ ପଠେଇଦେଲି ପଠେଇଦେଲି ତ ଚଳିବ
ना खाली ये भुवनेश्वर तो बोले सर आम ओपीएस को करूँ ओपीएस न करूँ मत कहूँ मोबाइल कर धन धनाधन प्रतिम धन धन एंगल proceed संजय शुणुच
हाँ हाँ
ये धौल साहेब कहब टे ओडिया राइटअप टे करदेवे जो ये विषय पेपर पे
हाँ हाँ कहदेवी
फोन करते कहीं उठेलेन तो टे कह दियो
हौ
तुम्हें गलनी कि
ना ना मुझे बाहर चाहिए
ओहो अच्छा हो ये 10 मिनट मिल चला मत लगुन 10 मिनट बिजी गली आगुरी एमती दूर गुड़ा एमती एमती नॉर्मल ମୁଁ କହିଲି ମୋ ଆଖି ଆଗରେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ପରଦା ଲାଗୁଛି ମାନେ ବାଦଲ ବାଦଲ
ଦେଖୁଛୁ ଆଜି ଗୋଟେ କେତେ ଗୋଟେ ହେଲ୍ପଲାଇନ୍ ତ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
अच्छा कहते मैं माइक्रोफोन एक्सेस सर म्यूट नहीं कर दिए जनगण म्यूट कर दिंतु अभी मैच जीते कि हारे आज?
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
Good afternoon.
फॉर्चुनेटली जीत गए।
Okay, fine. Rika, join.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. What about others?
Yes, sir, joining.
Nathan, how is life going on in Bangalore?
Yeah, sir, it's good.
Okay, fine. You have your other classmates also, few of them there.
Sir, both my roommates are with me.
Fine. So it's like a home away from home, or should I say hostel away from campus?
Yeah, it's like hostel except the campus.
Fine, fine. Rajesh Sangram will be joining. I guess he has registered.
सर नमस्कार।
Namaskar.
मैम नमस्कार।
संग्राम जॉइन करिवे ना नहीं मते कहतले जॉइन करिवे बोली
संग्राम
Sorry, Sanmay. I got it wrong. Rajesh.
Yes, sir, will join.
Yes. Priyabata, how are you? Patra.
सर नमस्कार ठीक हो सर
हाँ बोलो
हाँ सर
Okay. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes for all others to join, and then we'll start formally. Students, if any are joining, please rename yourself with your roll number so that we can identify you from the alumni, because there's always a confusion with the names. Priyavata Gharu join करछ ना कोड join करछ Priyavata Das, that is, sorry, Priyavata Patra जने अछि, Priyavata Das भी अछि.
नमस्कार सर
नमस्कार. Gharu ना कोड अछि
नहीं सर
ना
ऑफिस
office.
नहीं सर ऑफिस
Okay.
नमस्कार
राजेश तुम्हें रिनेम करिया दरकार नहीं, खाली पिला माने एक्जिस्टिंग पिला माने कहली जो माने रोल नंबर देबे, तुम्हें तो पास आउट डाले में तुम्हें कहीं रोल नंबर पकुचो तुम्हारा. Just I am only telling the existing students, please, if you are joining, please kindly put your roll number along with your name, and that is how we will able to separate students from alumni, because it's very difficult to identify with names. So we're waiting for the principal to join. So once he joins, we'll start the program instantly. So principal madam has joined. So madam, with your permission, can we start?
How many joined alumni?
Around 10 have joined till now, but they will join. What I was inquiring. So 10 have joined currently.
Acha. Okay. So you just request the alumni to switch on their videos.
Yeah. So what I'll request all the alumni, those who have joined, please kindly switch on your videos. So it will be very helpful to all of us to. So all those who have joined, kindly switch on your videos. Kindly.
Smriti, ଗୋଟେ minute ମୋ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର କଲେଜ କଲ୍ ଆସୁଛି, ମୁଁ କଲ୍ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିକି ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛି ହେଲା।
Well, okay.
Smriti,
Yes, sir.
जो अब alumni join करछथि को branch टिके जणा पड़ने?
Currently, I think everybody from CS, if I'm not mistaken.
All are from CS branch.
Yeah, Patra is from
Electronics.
Yes.
Rajesh,
Smriti, you are making partiality. You are informing the computer science students, but not the other branches.
No, not really, madam. I have done my best. Unfortunately, they are very close to me, so they have to ultimately join. So that is what is happening actually. Because they are taking my request as an order as such, if I'm not mistaken. So unfortunately, other branches, I don't know why they.
Being the senior, you are pressurizing them.
No, not really. I haven't pressurized anybody here, but at least whenever the request goes, I see the similar faces joining. So that can be understood from here. Sanmay has, I think, joined. So Sanmay, what you have done is that all alumni joining are requested to switch on their videos so that we'll be able to identify all of you. So, ma'am, let us start then.
Let us start.
Okay. So good afternoon to one and all. To this virtual alumni meet 2022. This happens to be the second session, actually afternoon session we are calling it as. In the morning we had the morning session. It was a quite fruitful session that we had. We had some alumni joining from places like US, UK and Canada. This particular reason for doing two sessions was to ensure that each of you get equal timing to join, and there will be no issue of time zones as such. So that was the reason only that we thought of conducting this particular alumni meet in two sessions in this case. So like every year, this is what you have done is that after COVID, we started this virtual concept, but now that even after COVID also, we plan to ensure that every year we will have one virtual meet anyhow, and also we are planning to have physical meet from this year also. So that way everybody gets equal chances to attend. So I'd be very happy that some of you who have joined in the virtual meet also can make themselves available for the physical meet. The schedule of that, which I will be circulating very soon, so you'll get the idea as to when this will be conducted. So with that, I'd like to request Principal Synergy Dhenkanal, Dr. Itishu Mohanty, to please give the welcome address.
Thank you, Smriti. Good afternoon to all present in the virtual meet. So what I see, hardly 4 to 5 alumni joined, and I think all are Odia or some non-Odia are there. Oh yes, Nathan, Thomas Nathan. Good to see you.
Yeah, ma'am.
uh, so, today I feel proud as I am among you. And you all know alumni has a great role for the college, towards the college. You have to guide your juniors rather I can say your kids, if you have passed in 2003 4 like this, so now it is 2022, so you have to guide your kids rather I should say, uh, to develop their professional life. You have a lot of contribution towards various developmental activities like placement, mentorship, scholarship, career guidance, networking platform, etc. And what I saw from the meetings attendance, the attendance is very poor. Alumni are giving consent, but they are not attending the meet. That's why we have planned what to do branch wise. We have given the responsibilities. Next year onwards, we will start like this. So branch wise responsibility will be will be fixed. That means each branch. So let's say computer science branch. So computer science branch. I think 20 batches, 20 or 19 batches are already passed. So from each batch, we'll choose one representative, and he or she will take the responsibility of that batch. So by that process, we may get more alumni for interaction. So I thank you so much for being able to make some times in spite of your busy schedule to attend the meet. I thank you all on behalf of the institution as well as on my own behalf. I bless you all for your professional as well as personal life. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would request Vice Principal of the Institute Synergy Dhenkanal, Professor Sakti Sankarpati, to give his deliberations.
Okay, thank you, Smriti. Thank you, ma'am. So respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. E.T.C. Mohanty, all professors and faculty members, and of course our beloved alumni present over here, and all our students who have joined the meet. So I take pride, privilege, and feel very happy that all our old students, of course, very few students, have joined here, and they will share their views, feeling, and they will give the feedback about our institute, so that we will be able to shape our future and shape our student. Is very much important for the betterment of the college and for the betterment of the student. And I will not take much time. We should interact with our alumni. Those who are here, they can share the views, their experience, how they have come to this level, and this will be very helpful to our new boarding student. So, Happy New Year, Happy Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now I'm supposed to actually go. I think Sir Naik sir has not joined, so sir was supposed to deliberate. So in the meantime, he joined. So and then Devasith sir is supposed to also join. So as both of them not joined, so what we'll do is that we'll directly go and interact with the alumni. So before I can formally ask each one of you to actually have your point of view here, but I would like to have my views from the alumni. As an alumni secretary, I want to actually convey some messages that I wanted to pass it on to all of you here. Is that as the alumni association, as you know, we are supposed to have a continuous interaction with the alumni, so that the existing students get benefited from your past experience and your current knowledge, etc. So on that basis, what we are been doing is that we have been requesting alumni as such to donate books of their liking to the department or to the college libraries. So in that way, in that part, quite a few alumni have come forward and they have actually donated their books. So I would request that the existing alumni, those who are present in this meet, would also go ahead and, if possible, would actually donate books which would help out the current students. So that is number one. Second thing is that since you are already working at some level, so you would have lived. We expect that you would have reached such a situation where the current students can be guided or can be promoted for campus, etc. So we feel that your esteemed companies where you are working, or the startups, if any, if you have started, see the possibilities that whether we can have this campus recruitment drives, etc., in our college, so that our current students get benefited from this sort of proposal. Like we can have some proposal from your side in that case. The other thing is that if possible, then if not campus, etc., then at least internship, etc., can be planned. Whether it is possible, whether online internship would be possible in your esteemed companies where you're working, or the startups if you have done it. So if that would be possible, then we can actually look at that particular revenue part also. Now the third thing is that I wanted to bring to your notice that the batch of 2002 to 2006 currently had their get together as such. The entire batch came down to Synergy Dhenkanal, and they had a one day get together where they interacted with the students as well as the staffs. And after the get together, one of the reason why they had the get together was that they had completed their 20 years actually. So in that case, that is the reason why they had this particular get together. And in that get together, as you would have known, that we have lost our mathematics professor, late Jitin Kumar Mahapatra in last year. So in that case, that group donated a amount to the institute, and in that case, we have actually decided to start a scholarship for students, in particularly mathematics as such. So every year we are planning to actually give out a scholarship to the best mathematics students in the institute. In that regard, that has been done. And also they have been donating other things like water cooler, etc. They have actually they have done it recently in the memory of the late principal Dr. Aravinda Sadagi. So that group came up with this particular nice idea, and they did it. And I would request that what ma'am was trying to say was that we are having this alumni meet every year as such. The point is that this should be a continuous process. That should not be like every year we come together, we sit and we discuss, and at the end of the day, this communication doesn't go forward as such. So that's two-way communication should always continue. Sanmay, obviously you would have joined, you would have actually mentioned that thing where voluntarily Sanmay came up with this idea what he has his own company where he wanted to recruit, wanted to have this campus drive, etc. In our institute. We have already discussed with all his staff members in that regard, and we'll be having soon such a drive. But the thing is that voluntarily, instead of being people asked to come and help out the institute, because somehow we need that that the scheme should be voluntary in nature. It should be it should be forced upon anybody in that case. So I would request that everybody in this case would actually voluntarily, in whatever capacity it is possible, to have this different types of ideas to come forward, like how can we the students be benefited from your expertise, etc. So all these things would be very helpful in the development, all-round development of the institute. So this is what I wanted to convey as a secretary of the Alumni Association. So and I would request that whomsoever is actually coming up should help in whatever way. It might not be, it might be a simple book as such. Like last year, in the alumni meet, few of our alumni actually mailed us the books actually, and we actually we moved out those books to the library. So currently we have a section where we keep all the books that are being donated by the alumni. So that creates a sense of appreciation from the existing student, because when the student reads that particular book, what you have done is that in the first page itself, we have put the names, registration number, roll number of that alumni who has donated. So once he opens the first page, he gets to know that this book has been donated by some of our earlier students. So that creates a sense of appreciation from that. So that is what we want actually. So in that case, I would be very happy that your suggestion today, whatever you come up, should be very constructive, could be very positive in sense that it will help the institute. So let us do what, let us start, because there are some other alumni joining. In the meantime, what we can do is that let us do one thing is we can start with somebody like Sanmay, very senior here. I guess we have. I'm the only senior to him currently. So what you will do is that you'll give a chance to Sanmay to speak. Sanmay, you can kindly actually introduce yourself first, and then have your discussion there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Hope you won't remember me, but I'm from 2004 batch. I started in 2000, and ma'am was teaching us chemistry in the first semester and second semester. Smriti Bhai was our senior. So we passed out in 2004, and because we know the pain of not being recruited after you pass out of engineering. It's a big challenge, like coming out of a state of Odisha, and then where there is very little opportunities, and then all colleges, like very renowned colleges of Bhubaneswar, they have the opportunity at least to bring some campus and recruit them. We always think, we used to think that what will be our career after synergy. So God's grace and like some kind of support from college, we did get into, I personally did get into TCS, and the first, as soon as I passed out of synergy, as be one of the lucky guy to get into. And since then the journey started. Myself, Samay Kumar Muduli, I am from batch 2000 to 2004 IT branch, and I worked in many parts of the world, and now I have my own company, own product. I have almost 50 staffs all over India and also overseas. My company name is Credensoft. The product we have developed is Book One of the premier hospitality product which can cater to any kind of business in a small and medium and large sector. I am also very thankful to Synergy Institute of Engineering and Technology. I have almost 4 students of Synergy doing brilliantly well, who are also in this call, and they're contributing to the product every day in and out. So in the end of that, I'm very thankful to Synergy that I got a chance to get graduated from there. And now Synergy also provide me support in terms of good candidates, likes of Rajesh, Rekha, Priyabrat, Satyajit. They are really good staff who are working, very knowledgeable, have an appetite to learn new things. So I have a very soft corner for the district Dhenkanal from a spiritual perspective, and I get graduated from Synergy. And being an entrepreneur, so-called entrepreneur, I always have the association with Synergy, and we have also a campus drive and an intensive program. Smruti sir and my recruitment team is working together so that we can move ahead in the recruitment phase. That's kind of contribution I can do to the college. Thank you.
Yeah, that is what we have taken up actually. So maybe we can plan it out. We have done already talked with your staff that we will have that drive very soon, and we'll definitely provide. There are good students, I can assure you. That will be as useful already existing staff that you have with Rajesh, Rekha, etc. We still have very good staff to provide to you or students, which will be very beneficial to your company. So, Sanmay, what we can do also, one more thing that can be done in this case would be that see, I don't know whether you are always available in India or you're abroad most of the time, I guess, with your company. Can we also plan a technical session with you as a speaker? Is it possible we can have such things in future?
I will surely work with you regarding this and regarding my availability. So we can work it out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Thanks a lot. Just stay back because there will be some students asking questions also. So at some point of time they might have some queries, etc. So stay around. So let me just go back to somebody else in this case. Abhinav, are you there? Can we have a discussion with you?
Yeah.
Just introduce yourself and.
Yeah, hello everyone. So my name is Abhinav Anand, and I'm 2015 pass out computer science, and currently I'm in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and working for a fintech company as a senior QA manager. So it's really good to join this alumni meet again this year, and I'm very happy that this is going on each and every year, and I will appreciate Smruti sir's effort also. It was really good to be in contact with you all. So for my juniors, I will just say one thing, it's okay. We should have technical skills, and it's very important also to go ahead in life to set a good career. But apart from these technical skills, it's very important to have your that personal skills, like how you are presenting yourself, how you are speaking. So those things are also very much important, because technical knowledge you can get from YouTube, and you have books, and nowadays because of this internet thing, it's very easy to watch some video, some technical video, and you have many YouTube channels also from where you can get all those knowledge. But this personal, like how your personality is, and that's a very important thing, because those who are working in corporate sector and those taking interviews, or those people, I think they're very much aware that technical skills can be enhanced. We always there to learn. Every day we have to learn something, whether it's technical or something else. So it's very important to focus on that. Another thing also, like how you are presenting yourself, how you are like how strong you are mentally, and mental health as well as physical health, like these two things are also very much important. We all know that health is wealth. So yeah, I will just everyone will let you know like how to learn this Python or this Java or DevOps or automation. Everyone will be there to because they have experience. But and you can spend some time on with books or this internet, and you can easily learn those things. But yeah, this personality things that you have to this you can't learn in a day or 2 days. You have to focus on that. You have to interact with people, and you have to accept your mistake, like where you are lacking, means you have to focus a lot on that. So I will just just a suggestion from my side to all those who are still in college, and they are planning for their career, and they are learning, they are doing hard work. I will just advise you people to please focus on those parts also. And and you should have one at least some sports or something you should be involved in, or day and night you can't just study. And because this mental health, that is also very important. You should learn how to handle your colleagues, like how to behave with them, because everyone is not similar, right? You may face different personalities and everything. So yeah, it's very important to focus on those things also. And yeah, keep learning, keep growing. All the best. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy that you have touched on this mental health issue, Abhinav. But I wanted that from the perspective that when you were there in the institute, what really you missed, and what could have been a better thing if it would have been there, or whatever you are suggesting, like your ability, communication abilities, etc. So, what are the suggestions? Like, what can they actually do? Because we do agree that communication skill plays a very important role in the ultimate success of the particular personality. So, but what really can be done in that case? Can we just say that, like, doing this particular aspect, or what can I ask you, like, what really you would have done in that situation to enhance your communication abilities as such?
I think we should come ahead and we should participate in this, group discussion and all the events that are getting organized in our college. And when I was in college, we used to have a group, like we used to meet like twice a week or something, and we used to, communicate in English. We used to do group discussion. We used to play different games. So I think, and that we started when we were in second or third year. So I think that time we were having some seniors also that they were focusing on those things. So we were very blessed, you can say, that we got that support or something from our seniors also. And we used to have that group where we used to interact with all those people. And please go, if you are interested in reading books, you should read books. And if you're watching movies or something, please go ahead with this, not that English audio or something. So those things will be definitely help. And yeah, I think slowly you will develop yourself, like it will be get better for sure. So yeah, it's a journey, you can see. So we are not perfect, like every day you have to learn. So after college also, like it's not like guaranteed that you will be 100% perfect or something, but yeah, you will be better than yesterday. So I think that's very important.
So, there are some students who are currently actually listening to you in this particular call. Yeah, does anybody have anything to say on this? Like, any student who have joined, like Somesh, are you there? If you have any queries, like, you can just go ahead and ask. Okay, so I would be appreciating that if the students will come forward and ask any
So
queries.
may I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, all. I am Amajyoti Rana from computer branch, second year. Sir, I have a question for you. What are the extra activities we should be involved so there is a better chance of selecting in companies?
The question is for the Abhinav, I guess. Yeah, Abhinav. Happy to answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think apart from these technical things, like technical knowledge, you should be aware about current affairs, like what's going around the world, and you should have your views. This corporate job is not, like just you have a technical skills and you are into that. Being a fresher, when you will go for interviews and all, first round will be group discussion round, or they will focus on your behavior and attitude, like how your personality is. So yeah, it's better to participate in group discussions and all those things better. You should comfortable, conveying your thoughts. Grammatical mistakes everyone do, but you should be comfortable to share your thoughts. Like what you are speaking, that should be clearly conveyed to an interviewer or someone else, like whoever is talking to you. So that's very important, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's a planning, like Abhinav and other alumni also. Okay, we have a question. Before I move ahead, let me have a question. Somebody has. So, what are the projects important for our resume or for our selection as such?
Yes, project is very much important. First benefit I will tell you about the projects. Like projects it's not about like you are only doing individually. project, we create group of students like 3-4, and they collaborate together and they prepare something, right? So I think it's a teamwork, right? So it's very important to have that experience, like how we should work in a team, like work as a team. Because in a project, like what we do generally, we distribute tasks, right? Like first person, you have to do this, you have to do this, and those things. So yeah, it's a team. Like you will learn how to perform, how to work as a team, and yeah, technical knowledge is also there. And apart from that, you will learn like how we should work, work as a team, and how we should grow together. Those things you will learn. So yeah, it's very important projects.
Samay, you want to add something to this?
Yeah, I would say like, so normally when you go to a corporate and we are in a college, right? So let's suppose a question is coming from a second year student. They don't know what is a corporate world. The thing is, when it is a business, until and unless you add value to a business, you are not valuable. But let's suppose someone like in a third year or fourth year, in an institute, in an engineering institute, how he will know that what is a value addition. So value addition is a fundamental activity that a particular student or a staff will perform looking at the current scenario of a project or a team. So let's suppose we are doing a 7-semester project or a 8-semester project. Abhinav has rightly said, working in a team environment. Most of the time, being a team member is very crucial. You don't have to be a team lead. Forget about the leading part. How you will become a good team member? Once you become a very good team member, then you will be a successful team lead. Let's forget about team lead, how to become a team member. So team member is something being responsible for your own work and contribute your part of the task. So in order to do that, that means you need a very good clarity of the task you are performing. Let's suppose we are working on a 7-semester, 8-semester, whatever project, and 4 people are working. In this, that means normally we have meetings among ourselves saying that who is going to do what. I would say take it very, very seriously. That is an attitude you will develop in your education career, which will contribute and you will excel in your professional career. How you contribute, right? The thing is, some of the tasks given to you, doing it properly, meticulously is the key. And when you do that properly, you will grow in confidence. Now, coming back to the communication part. The communication is not about speaking good English, not about speaking good Hindi, or not about speaking. It's not about speaking. Communication also how you are coordinating. Your English could not be, you may have grammatical mistake while you are communicating. Don't worry about that. Only you have to communicate the meaning, what you are going to comprehend. Like suppose if we are working in a team environment, if I could able to describe the problem, even if I have a grammatical mistake, don't worry. While communicating, do not forget the fear of doing mistake. Forget the fear not using the proper word. As long as your sentence, it could able to form a sentence, it could be able to mean what you want to say, that is good enough. The very good way to even if you have grammatical mistake, once you kind of 2-3 days you start communicating with English, this is required for a job. This is required to survive in the corporate world. So and nowadays most people are good in English because the social media, YouTube, most of the things, it is naturally, like by listening also we can improve our communication skill. So these are the few things. Normally, communication is not a like a big thing nowadays, because we spend so much of time on screens like mobile devices, like laptops and everything. Anywhere we put, it's like English. So as we listen, we start speaking. But make it a practice to speak amongst yourselves. So
Yeah, well said, Samay. That is what the reason why students are apprehensive about speaking actually is the fear of mistakes. But mistakes are part and parcel. You'll have definitely mistakes, but nothing to worry about it. But at least make a start whereby there's a chance that you can improve upon. That is what Abhinav was trying to put. And I personally also want the existing student, that they should make such groups and have this group discussion, etc. Because that is what we were doing also. If Abhinav remembers, we had done that particular sort of schemes where students will make a group and start having group discussions. And that could be beyond class hours. If they want, they can have the facilities in the lab, etc., to actually go ahead and use that particular resources. So that would be what is the question is satisfactorily answered. Suraj. Okay, Suraj has one more question.
Smruti sir, sorry to interrupt actually. I can see previous question of Suraj. I think I just want to add something. He's asking, are the projects important for our resume or for our selection? I think whatever you are putting in resume, that will be, it's very important that you are aware about those things. You should be very much confident about those points, whatever you are putting in resume. So yeah, if you are have that project details in your resume, you should know like in and out. So they will not go like that detail. They will just check your knowledge on that, like how focused you were, and how you contributed. So those things they will check. So simply resume is part of selection. It's a like whoever taking interview, they will first see your resume and then they will decide what they have to ask. So yeah, be very much confident about your resume, what you are putting into that, and yeah, that will be very helpful, I guess.
yeah, and besides, besides that, be very clear. So resume is a process of selection and rejection. Don't think writing a resume you will get selected. There is more chance of getting rejected than selected. An interviewer, whenever you go to an interview, they will find out 10 ways to reject you, not select you. That is the reality. So that means the process, this is not called the process of selection, but the process of rejection. So that means you have to do all the do's and don'ts in order to not get rejected. So that there are very, very simple rules around it. Use proper English. Make sure your sentences are simple and not long enough. Make sure you use the proper case, like do not use like mixed case letters. Spelling mistakes. Abhinav said like you write the project in one line, make your contribution around 5 lines. Do not write an essay about the project. Nobody really cares about it, because this is a process where they are selecting your project. They are selecting you as a candidate. They are not giving you the project to work on. So your contribution to the project, if it has 3 to 4 lines, it will attract the interviewer. And if you have written 5 lines, you have to be 110% sure what is those 5 lines is about and what exactly you have done.
Yeah, Suraj, is it okay? Like that answers the second question, I guess. Also, sir, I have a question that suppose I'm good at Java and my team members have their own goods. So if I do a project or any hackathon I participate in, what will I write in my resume? That only my contribution or overall details my team members?
Yeah, I think that's probably some part of answer I have given.
Yes,
you could just have to describe the project in a couple of lines and your contribution another 4 to 5 lines would be good enough. And in that 4-5 lines, do not repeat the sentence again and again.
Yeah.
Those 5 lines has to be distinct.
Yeah.
That means if you have written a class in Java, and you have written a method inside it, and the method does A plus B equal to C, you focus on that.
Yes.
So that means because that is your proprietary code you have written where you can highlight yourself.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's all about selling yourself
Yeah.
in the resume.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one thing we can do is that we can have a session separately on like resume preparation as such for the student, because there are lot of queries coming on that resume preparation as such. So yeah, Somesh, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my question is for Samaya sir. Sir, what are the difficulties you faced while establishing your startup, and what are the personal traits and professional skills you search in your newly hired employees, or you are searching for new employees?
Yeah. So startup is something which requires a very it requires a innovation, right? It's an idea which is 0.1% unique than all the ideas available in the market. No idea is unique nowadays. If someone has a mobile, doesn't know IT, he can think of an idea to develop a product. But the challenge in startup is giving it a end-to-end solution. If startup is a combination of idea plus execution. When you go to do a startup, do the homework. Can you complete it without whatever you have, with whatever you have with in your hand, in your own capacity, not by funding? That is the first thing you have to think when you do a startup. It's just like if I have to cook something in my house, do I have all the ingredients to complete the dish and enjoy the food? This is called startup. If my idea is so brilliant, I may get funding from outside, I can make it big. But if my idea is not that great and I have to look for funding and again, my whole roadmap will stop in between because of funding. Funding is the most critical part of fun startup. If you are not getting funding, make sure you have enough in your pocket, and your energy level, confidence within yourself, the beliefs, and your mental health is very, very important in a startup. Now, coming back to the recruitment side of things, what I look for in a candidate when we recruit, startup requires a different emotion. That means people who joins normal company like Infosys, TCS, like big companies, they have a different mindset. We do not look for job hoppers. Job hoppers means people who hop job because of money. That means I go from one job to other. If we look at the career, like how they are stabilized in one company, what they have done in that interview process, we ask them about, when you interview, we see how they are excited about telling the work they have done in the company, or they have done by themselves, or any kind of innovation they do by themselves. The attitude. The second thing is the attitude. So communication, because I don't really look at that in like a lot of communication in that, because I know that people come from different background. Communication can be improved over a period of time. Only thing is attitude cannot. I always look at the attitude side of thing when I recruit a candidate.
Somesh, that answers the question, yeah?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay, so before I proceed to other alumni, Nayak sir has joined actually. So, sir, would be nice enough to hear from your Nayak sir. Are you there? Oh, so Nayak sir couldn't hear, is not able to hear me. Okay, so in the meantime, Nayak sir is able to respond. We will actually go to our newest alumni, actually, Nathan Thomas. Nathan, so it's very pleasure to actually see you, that you have hardly left the campus, like what, how many months? Like 6 months? You have left
Yeah,
the
around
campus?
6 months.
Yeah, and you have actually joined this meet. So we generally see that the new alumni are very appreciative in joining the meets actually, and what to discuss, what not to discuss actually. Now, I'm very happy that you have joined, and for the students' sake, just introduce yourself and just speak your mind.
Yes, sir. So, like, I passed out this year itself. So, I guess most of the new ones, or they might be knowing, but like those who are old, they might not be knowing me. So, myself, Nathan Thomas, and I passed out this year itself from Synergy. And like currently, I am placed in Simply Learn, and I'm working there as a learner success manager. And like to be frank, to tell about technical and like recruitment and all that stuff, like I am quite fresh to this industry, so I won't have much idea as you all have. So like basically like what I would like to say is like we should be patient actually, because during the COVID period, like our batch was one of the batches who suffered a lot because of all that COVID and stuff. So like I know the problems, like when we were in our end towards the end of our third year and all, like many of us, like we got frustrated that there are no placements coming or no campuses coming, and we all were just like jumbled up. And because of that, like even the straight paths which were in front of them, we were not able to catch all that stuff. So like that's what the problem comes. Like even the recruitments or even the like institutes, they won't be able to provide so much campuses at a time even if the industry is falling. So like we have to be patient and we have to wait like when the proper time is there. And like as I am currently like just like around 2 months or something, I just got placed here. So I know because even after passing out, like many students, like many of them would get passed out also like next year and all. Like they will see like how the industry is there. Like it's easy to get inside a job, but to maintain that, like to maintain the balance is a very tough thing. Like getting inside, like if you impress the interviewer or you see 5 to 10 YouTube videos, like all right, you can just bluff someone and you can get inside that. But when you get inside the sector, if you are not able to perform well, if you are not able to give the output, then ultimately you will again get like kicked out of the industry itself. So like the time whenever like some people are there in the colleges, it's best that they gain their knowledge as much as they can, but without worrying about all the outside stuff. And like currently towards final year project, like final year and all, I know properly like from third year itself, that seminars and all that stuffs that Smriti sir was putting his full effort on us. Like he was telling that attend the seminars like around 2 3 months constant seminars. Like we all were like just bluffing and not going to the seminars and all. They were just compelling us. Like that time we were just busy in like enjoyment. Yeah, we will get passed out. Lockdown and all the shit were there, so we couldn't like socialize with them. We were just like bunking all the classes and all the stuff. Like even the seminars and all, we were thinking, what is the seminar necessary? Why it is important and all that. Like after coming outside, we came to knew that how seminars like it would help, how our communication will help us, like all that stuff. Yeah, so I really relate particularly to that seminar incident. That like the importance of it, we only know when we like actually get inside some stuff.
Nathan, you will be very astonished to know that the same thing that you have been doing in the current final year students are also doing the same. So it's like just you have passed on your sort of a hereditary phenomena that you have passed on. But I wanted to actually have a brief discussion of the fact that now that you are out of the campus and you are actually into the your domain, whatever you are working on.
Yeah.
What do you think could have been something different if it would have been there? Like what extra something like which would have been very happy.
Yeah, like yeah, so like what the thing is like mainly like the projects and all that, like people like just think that okay, if we attend the regular classes we get that 75% attendance mark, it's all right, okay, we score and we get outside, it's all set. But it's not like that. Just by like getting good score and all, it's not like that. Like seminars, minor projects, the presentation which we present, that all like mainly studies are just for us, like general, it's just for our knowledge and all. But these activities, these curriculums like seminars, the presentations which we put into the seminars and all, like this actually gives us like a skill. Like okay, we don't have like practical practical industrial experience or something like that, but still this seminars and all that stuff, that presentations, they just add a good point to us. Like if someone for examples, like in group discussions and all, 5 or 6 people, you might be sitting in a single room and you would be presented a single topic. You have to just throw on your opinions, go and fro. Like if someone presents opinion, same opinion, if you would be sitting just blank, then you will just follow him and you will just support him. But like whenever the recruits are sitting, they won't be impressed if you all just go in common crowd and just follow up on that. You should have your individual idea on that. So whenever you gave us opportunity to select individual topics, like that time, at least those who were serious in our branch, so they were just going through the net, they were just searching about new technologies and all. And even when I presented my when I presented my seminar, I was giving a topic on blue eye technology. So I didn't have any idea about blue eye technology, because when I attended one of my seminars, one of my colleagues just he mentioned some points, and just I got related that yeah, in seminar, yeah, we also had a blue eye technology and we had that presentation and all. So that's the thing. Like when we are into it, we won't understand that yeah, it's important or something like that. But when we come outside, after that, if we regret also, we won't get the chance to attend.
Yeah, well said, Nathan. I think this is the reality, 100% with that, because you just whatever maybe Smruti sir would be compelling to do in the college, just take it as a net practice where you are allowed to make errors. And even if an error happens, that's not a problem, because if you get out, you have another chance to bat or like that. So similarly, when we go out to an interview, there is a very little margin of error. So everything that is happening within the college is so important. And just to give it, if you give your 100% here, when you come out of the college or attending an interview and in corporate, your life will be much better.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Rudra, I think you have joined it. Yes.
Yes, sir. I just joined in. I was a little busy, and then just now I joined in.
Okay. So, since you have been attending all the virtual meets, so this won't be something new to you. But again, the things are what I was. You joined a bit late. So what I was trying to put forward is that what we are thinking of is introducing a mentorial system as such from this year onwards. So if the alumni agree, can we have a group of students being associated with a particular alumni, so that any sort
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Anytime. I'm always open. And in previous seminars also, I have already expressed my interest in helping the students in any aspect. I mean, see, most of us have gone through the same phase, right? So I can relate what the current students set of mind at this point in time. So they must be thinking whether we are going to get into a corporate world or not. So before that, what I made the mistakes, I can explain my experience, what I was doing when I was preparing for the interview and all. So those things I can help. And apart from that, I don't think we can help much in the technologies. For example, if somebody has some doubt in C++ or any other things, that can be also done. But apart from these things, there are other things which really helps to crack the interviews. And I'm really interested. So please let me know how can I help, and I'm always there. And right now I'm in India, so I'm available in ISTRs.
Actually, Rudra, you're trying to snatch our jobs. Like you're starting to clear the C++ doubts. Leave that stuff to us. Actually,
no, not at all, sir.
No, that is what even Chairman sir was actually also had a discussion in the morning, and that is what he pointed out. We are unable to join today due to some obligations. What he actually personally told me was that the fact is that students would be more benefited if the efforts of the alumni are doubled actually. So I do understand that people are registering for the alumni meet, but somehow some of them are unable to join, etc. They have some issues. I do understand because this is a very festive time and holiday times, etc. So, but what he wanted was that from the first year itself, let's say some student come into the system, then is it possible that the alumni could have a batch of, let's say, 5 students associated with them throughout the 4-year career, and at the end of their 4 years, again the same thing would be repeated with them as such. So this would be a continuous process. So any sort of like technical doubts are, I think that could be clarified as such. Abhinav was telling that you have YouTube for that purpose, so you get most of the things cleared, technical things. But the decision making that they have to do as what to be done and what not to be done, I think that would be very well collaborated once you have this material system.
Sure. As you were saying, yeah, definitely. I mean, like more than us, as you were saying, there are a lot of contents are there in YouTube. So, but the only thing missing in YouTube is like you cannot have a open discussion. So it is not necessary that if you watch hundreds of videos, if you are seriously, if you are into the course or looking into the watching into the video for a long time, it is very obvious that there will be some doubt will come into your mind and in your mind, and the moment you put it in the comments, it need not necessarily you are going to get the answer immediately, right? So that those things we can definitely help. So we are like just a WhatsApp call away, or any group, if you let them join, they can ask like, okay, I have taken this course, I have attended this session, I could not understand this particular thing. So we can fix those things.
You're there in India for some time, I guess.
Sorry, sir. Say that again.
You're there in India for some time.
Yeah, because I have some family commitment. My dad is not keeping well, so I have to come back with my family. So I'll be here for some time. Yes, sure.
Okay. So that would be actually the time zone, etc. Should not be there with you now.
No, sir. I'm always there in
Okay, but we didn't have your formal introduction because there are some students, first-year students as such, who may not know you from your past.
Oh, sure. My bad. I'm really sorry. My name is Rudra Biswas, and I was from 2007 batch, computer science and engineering, and after that I joined in a Bangalore-based company called CGDIM, which was in medical domain. And then after working there for 3.5 years, I moved to another startup. Startup in the sense like I was also the investor in that company. So then since 2011, I have been working in that company. And that's the same company has gone through various phases. Like it was first merged with another New York-based company and then acquired by Infor. And then currently I'm working under Coke. You might have heard Coke Brothers. So that's the parent company. And this for past couple of months, I came back to India, as I said, because of family commitments. Otherwise, I'm based out in New York.
Okay. So I think as the students, if they have any queries, they can actually message or just raise a hand so that you can have your doubts cleared.
Sure.
Abhinav, you have a doubt, I see, right?
Yeah, I just have to add one point here. Like it's just a suggestion, you can say from my side. If it is possible, I think we can arrange some mock interviews from our those alumni who are available. They can visit and they can have some mock interviews. And generally in our college, like during campus and all, we focus on toppers and those people. But we have some average students also who can do better. And I think we should focus on those also. And I think these mock interviews will be very helpful. We can go through their resume and we can provide our feedbacks and those things. So yeah, I think that we can think about it.
Yeah, that would be actually a very good thing that can happen. Actually, we can have some virtual sort of mock interviews, if at all.
Yes, it can be online also.
Yeah, that is what I said. Right? Mostly online based.
Yeah. These days, maximum interviews are happening online. Because of this corona.
That's a very good idea. Actually, I think you'd be available. There's no issue from your side.
Yes, I will be available.
Let's do one thing. Let's say in the month of maybe in the January, you can have one mock interview if you are free at that time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We can arrange like yeah, we can do that. That's a good idea. Okay, so yeah, hang on, so Rudra. Let me just go back to somebody else. Like yeah, Asutosh Ratha have joined. Like Asutosh, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, you need to switch on your video if possible. We need to see you.
I just joined. I got late and then dialed in from my mobile. That's fine. I can switch it on.
So like you're back in
Yeah.
India, I guess, or you're still there
Yes.
in.
No. I'm back. So 4 months back, I was there in London, and right now I'm back in Kolkata.
Okay, fine. So just have an introduction, formal introduction where the students who are present may know
Okay.
your.
So my name is Ashutosh Rath, and I'm from 2005 to 9 batch, and then I have been kind of working with IBM, PwC, and then Deloitte, and have been with Accenture for a couple of months, and then so prior to joining back again IBM, I was there with Deloitte London, and I'm into the kind of Oracle, so completely into the Oracle part. So I'm not going into much more detail. So that's on
That's
my
your intro. But like, what sort of association can we have from the institute side? Like, what can we be? What sort of help can you bring into the board actually?
Okay, sir. I was listening maybe as you said. So what I agree is like let's say suppose we can see whoever is interested to give the effort, then we can kind of sort of divide those people into the currently the student who all are reading, and then probably we can divide it into the group and then put it there so that they can internally connect with the alumni, and then they can ask for the maybe what's the life after the engineering. So or if they are going for the higher study, how will be the life if into the kind of corporate world, then how it will be the life. So it's because when I was there in the college, it's completely a different game. Sorry, I was getting a call. Okay. So when I was there in college, it's a complete game what is going to happen and all. And in fact, I was attended few of the interviews and then I got failed. And then when I got passed out, it's a different story. So like on that sense, we can give a feel or kind of better view, a better idea those who are into the world. Few of the guys also they are gone for the higher study and they were well settled right now. So in that sense, they can give they get some help. Not only
Okay,
help, they get.
on a personal note, are you still there, the Popat in Sashwat, your trio? Like generally had this trio,
Yeah.
Kuldeep, etc. were there actually back then.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
Soumya
I will.
Hotta, I remember, was.
Yeah.
Are you still into cricketing?
Yes. They all are like Sashwat recently moved from Jersey City to Canada. So he is settled in Canada, and then Saurabh Pradhan again from our CSC same batch. He's now settled in Canada. So last year he got the Canadian PR, and then few of the guys they are settled in Netherlands also. So I'll get those contact and directly share with you.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
sure
would be nice
they
actually,
are
because
interested.
what is happening is that we are unable to get some of the connected to some of the of your batches, like
I
from
will
the.
get. I will get.
That will
I
be
will
nice.
get.
So
Yeah, I will get. I will talk to them and I will get.
I was asking whether you are still into cricketing. Yeah, you are still in cricket, like you're interested in
Yes,
cricket.
yes. Today morning I went there.
So Abhinav, you have a like what your partner as such. He also played a. So is it that like
Yeah, I would.
when you
Yes,
have
sir, I would
alumni
like
meet
to
in.
invite him here.
Is it so like that when you have alumni meet, you do play cricket in the morning session? Yeah,
Yes,
Dhawal sir
actually,
wanted
I have
to
a
ask queries like Dhawal sir. Yes,
actually I
sir.
have a cricket team here, and in Dubai or UAE, we have good infrastructure. you'll feel like you are playing Ranji Trophy matches or something. You know, that
Yes,
ground
yes.
and the infrastructures are too good. So yeah, it's kind of, I'm blessed that I'm getting opportunity to play cricket here.
So
So
is
yeah,
it
it's
like
all this
Abhinav
stuff.
Anand will be representing UAE in some year, I guess?
It's not like that.
Sir, the cricket
We
is
have too
everywhere.
many.
Even I can tell you, like we also had a team in Jersey, New Jersey. So I used to travel from New York to Jersey City. We used to play cricket, and then over the weekend there used to be, some. There are different kind of leagues used to happen. So I personally used to participate in the hard tennis ball. So I mean, like uh, most of the teams are from Indian only, but it used to be a very nice match if it was from a Pakistani team or Bangladeshi team. So it
And
was literally, I mean, like in Jersey City, people used to come and watch a India Pakistan match.
I
No,
think
no. Yeah.
no one can believe this, but every weekend I travel 200 kilometers up and down
Oh, my
to
goodness.
play cricket.
No, I wanted to add to this that actually Sujit Panigrahi was there recently. They had the batch get together in October, and actually I had planned a match between their team and our current students. But somehow, maybe on the age side, some of his batchmates couldn't turn up to play cricket. So maybe at some point of time we can have a alumni versus student match if it is possible to connect to you with you people at some point of time.
And we should have fitness trial also before that.
Doping charge, etc., etc., cannot be taken into account like that. I
Yeah.
guess Dhawal sir wanted to say something. Like Dhawal sir, are you there? Is something that you wanted to add? Dhawal sir, is it something that you wanted to add here? No. Okay.
I think
So yeah.
Loknath has raised his hand.
Yeah, that is why I'm asking, sir. Is something we wanted to ask. Okay, so let's go to a few more people. Like they have joined. Let me just have a look. Like yes, Rekha, are you sure? You were the one who joined first. So can you add something like what has been your just introduce yourself and then just have a deliberation. What you wanted to add something on this?
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Rekha Vetharu, and I'm from 2016 to 2020 batch. And I want to say something from my experiences during my college time. So mainly what I did is during my college time, I mainly focused on my theory papers instead of focusing on practical and all. Everybody does because at that time in our mind we said that we need to clear our papers and all. But I suggest uh, with theory papers, please focus on your study like practicals and all, because if you want to go to switch any corporate life and all, so you have to get the knowledge of coding also. So have fun, but with that uh, have some knowledge like coding and all. And it's really a good pleasure to have this session with all.
What currently domain you are working on actually? What is your work domain as such?
Yeah, currently I'm working in React.js and Next.js. So.
Something that you wanted that some technology which would be more preferable to the current students, like something in demand much more now as such.
Yeah, currently actually in JavaScript section, React.js is the popular framework where people are working. So if you want to explore yourself in web development and all, so you can choose React.js also, because it is the current version of trending one.
Yeah, there are few JavaScript, modern day JavaScript frameworks are there. React has a good community support from Facebook. And so basically any JavaScript that has been developed for the last decade or so, how is the community support is that is what matters. So Then there are other few good frameworks are there, such as Vue.js, Angular. So not only React, but Angular, Vue, and there are few more came up last couple of years. But if you want to propel your career or like advance your career or like start your career in the front end, like web framework, so it's just better to focus, I would say, strongly focus on the JavaScript framework. You choose, these are the three market leaders at the moment: Vue, Angular, and React. Choose any of them. You won't be you won't be missing anything.
Yeah, Samaya, just one thing I will request, like, can you please explain this community support? Because I think when I was in college, I was not aware about that. So I think it will be very good if you can explain this. Like you told, right, the React.js getting good community support from Facebook. So I think it's good if you can just highlight it in few more sentences.
So there is something called vanilla JavaScript. JavaScript was normally when web was developed, HTML was the only language, which stands for hypertext markup language. HTML was more static in nature. To add more fun to that, there is something Mozilla has developed something called Firefox. Mozilla has developed Firefox, and there is something called JavaScript, which was developed by Mozilla, part of that. JavaScript used to be like when I started my career in 2004-5, there used to be a lot of discussion about why JavaScript is only a front-end framework, why it is only used in front-end. Then I think Facebook came in the year of 2008-7, and before that Orkut was there, which is more kind of. So when Facebook was first developed, it was developed in PHP. Then PHP was more kind of server-side rendering. They wanted things to happen in the browser, which will be more faster and accept multiple, like billions of concurrent users. In order to have that, Facebook took the vanilla JavaScript and developed the framework around it, which is called React.js, and they started supporting that. So community, how a community is being developed, there are various communities like Apache, Facebook, Google. So these are the company who owns a technology and provide the support for that. This is called community support, because Facebook complete platform, like the Facebook UI and everything, more kind of React. So they started developing libraries. So like when you go and do a React project, right, that is called NPM libraries. So they started doing libraries, and libraries all about making our life easy. So how they will make our life easy? Because if we want to do like complex stuff, the library is there. We just have to, it's more kind of abstraction that we read in our programming career, right? So abstraction is something you just know what to do, not how to do it. So what to do means, okay, if I need to get something, I should know, okay, I have to do this. I don't know, I don't go to the integrity or like nitty-gritty of this. So I just say that I need this, things will happen for me. So that's why the community started developing library for you for the common occurring problems. So that's why the Facebook has owned React, and they started supporting it. That's why it is one of the best framework available in the market. Then Google started supporting Angular. Because Facebook, Google, and Amazon, you go to like AWS, you see all these UIs, right? These UIs, they kind of developed in their own framework, taking the vanilla JavaScript. So this is what is called community support, which is being backed by a big head such as Facebook or Google. And because, like we are all using that, so that means they provide, like a lot of developers are there, like Stack Overflow is all about all technology. Like React community is about people who are working in React, because more number of developers are there, the better support is available. And then there is different batch program, and if you support more than 1,000 queries, you get something, they kind of compensate the contributors in different ways.
I think Abhinav, is it okay with what?
Yeah, yes, sir, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so let us move to Rajesh. I wanted to add something. You had also joined us in the beginning, so you can actually introduce and throw some light, like what really you are doing. What Rajesh, if you are there.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry for that. Good afternoon, all. This is Rajesh from 2015 to 2019 batch. Currently, I am working in Credence.
Yeah.
Currently, I am working in Credentisoft in hospitality domain. We are working on a product called Bhubaneswar Local. Okay, under the guidance of Samesar.
Okay, so this is where like this is a live example to the existing students that Sanmay has a way.
And also, I can say that I am working in both backend and front end.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's all.
That is what I wanted to say to the existing students if they are actually listening. That Sanmay has a liking for like the Odisha or Dhenkanal as such. He mentioned at the beginning itself. So now I would like you to tell something that Rajesh had told me once he got recruited. At that time, Sanmay, didn't had any discussion as such. But Rajesh came, and I don't know whether Sanmay that is correct or not. But what Rajesh told me that once you got to know that he's from Synergy, and his effort was good enough. You just were able to recruit him for your company. Is that true? Like that is what he mentioned me.
So mute.
Somebody you're muted.
Yeah. So honestly, there is a little bit of emotional side of things, and also I do run a company, but there is a preference to Synergians. We have Biswajit, Rekha, Rajesh, and Priyavrat, another Satyajit. 5 people from Synergy from different batches. Sir, I can tell you they are all doing wonderful. And the reason, if someone is from Synergy, interview process is really loosened for them, because I know that even if the interview is not so hard, but I'll make their life so hard after that, so they will learn.
Actually, Sanmay, what personally I wanted to say something here is that be it Rajesh or be it the Priyavat, they had all this communication problem since the beginning as such. That is, they were technologically very sound. They had all the knowledge the world has, but always they were apprehensive about their communication skill. But somehow, I feel that this particular report card as such you are providing about them, I was aware that they were very good, but somehow the technical aspects was actually a problem. That is what Avinav initially pointed out. Also, the same thing. But you mentioned that same thing, that the communication skill is not the only thing that you look into a candidate. So all those students who would be listening here should not be disheartened by the fact that their communication is not good, skill is not good. In spite of being whatever you are, I think the effort should be the first.
Let me tell you my experience, sir.
Yeah.
Let me tell you my experience. When I was in Bangalore before moving to US, I used to take the interviews and I never bothered about the communication skill. I make them, because at the end of the day, I'm not hiring any, a marketing guy who is to go outside and sell my product.
Yeah.
So from my point of view, I have interviewed many people. I never asked them, whether your English is good or any other language is good. As long as you tell me the pseudocode, I know that when people come for the interview, they are nervous. So as a good interviewer also, you have to make their life easy so that, you can tell them, okay, you may not remember the exact code right at the tip of your mouth at this moment, but at least you can tell me the algo.
Yeah.
And this is how the other companies are also working. Let me tell you, sir. If you go to, and for the big companies, I can tell you at least Meta and AWS. I'm pretty sure on these two, because I have taken interviews for these guys also as a freelancer, and they told me like they want a sound technical guy. If they had to hire a MBA guy or a marketing guy, definitely they have to speak in English, proper English. But technical guy, what will they do with the English? Tell me. At the end of the day, if I hire them, they come to my office, they don't talk to people on a regular basis. They have to code. So what you are saying, sir, it's absolutely right. Just focus on your studies. That's more than enough. And now, I mean, like as an Indian, we have a boon in the entire world. Even if we speak Hindi or in our language, just make sure the other person understands what you are writing on the paper. That's all.
To add to it, like the current technical education organization, that is AICT, has also introduced that you can have your engineering courses in your own local languages also. That is what one more thing that has come up. So now students need not be always learning in English as such. So even the local languages books are being developed, engineering books as such are being developed. So maybe in due course of time, this communication skill hype, etc., maybe not there as such, I feel. In the
it is not there, sir. It is absolutely not there. And in future, as you were saying, yes, things are going to be much more easier. And more than a language, you might have heard, more than dollar, rupee is also entering into the market, right? So don't worry. Whoever is going to, I mean, like towards the professional career, don't think that I have to earn dollar. If you earn rupee, that is also going to work for you.
Yes, exactly. That is what. Who else is there? Like, Priyavato wanted to, since very happy to have Priyavato. Somehow is related to me also. So as a student, very popular with me. So Priyavato, if you are there, you can just introduce and have a discussion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening to all. Myself, Priyavato Das from CSE branch of batch 2015 to 2019. Currently, I am working as a data executive engineer as well as front-end developer in Creditsoft Private Limited. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me for this lovely meet off with our expected seniors, juniors, and batchmates. Thank you, sir.
I'm just wondering, I'm just looking at the list of people who are from my batch. I'm sorry, I'm a little biased. Just to see who are there. I see Ifsita is here. Okay, she's the only person here from my batch.
Hello. Hello. It was complete silent.
Yeah,
I can hear.
Yeah,
I can hear.
Okay. So I thought, who is going to speak next?
Yeah. I just actually mistakenly muted myself. So I wanted to actually add to it. Like in the morning, we had one session also where alumni from the other places like abroad, they had joined few alumni. Samay, if you remember, Sujit from our batch, he had joined and he had actually a very fruitful discussion. And there was the same query in that same meeting also. One of the students had asked that, what about like, is there any opportunity in design, etc. He was a mechanical background student who had asked this question, whether any design related opportunities are there in US, etc. And what should be the domain knowledge you should have so that you can get into this abroad workplaces. And what Sujit mentioned was that there's nothing like abroad as such. Nowadays, people from India are actually getting the same amount of salary as what they are getting there itself. I'm not sure about what he said exactly. That would be true or something. I wouldn't.
It's absolutely true, sir. From my end, I can tell you, absolutely true. Package-wise.
Yeah. What he actually said, that's nothing like you need to always come to US or UK to work or Canada to work. Maybe because of the population part, maybe the opportunities are there. Maybe the life sort of life for which maybe people are getting attracted. But otherwise, the packages sort of things, maybe there's somehow hardly any difference as such currently. Whether you can put something, some light on that aspect.
I think this is a good question, but not at the right time. And also it is a ahead of time question, like with something called in programming ahead of time compilation. That means this question is a good question to worry about, but as if someone who is coming out of engineering, he should not be really not worried about domain, because domain is something when you come out of college and work for a particular domain, and the domain is something could be telecom, banking, insurance, health, hospitality, like that. Because the thing is, when we are in a college, our immediate goal is to get recruited or get ready for a higher study. So I think the fundamentals are, like Rekha said, it's just focusing on what you have on your plate.
Yeah, exactly.
So that means if we have our seminars, do it seriously. If we have our practicals, and if we have our internal projects like on 7th SEM, 8th SEM, or like the summer training. So we are facilitating, sir, you have heard about Narsi Monji Institute of Engineering Technology. Also, they have an MBA and engineering and MBA 5-year course. Last year, we had a partnership with them, almost 20 people, and we paid them to do the intensive.
Okay.
I completed 2 projects through them. So brilliant those students are.
Okay.
So it's not about the students. They are brilliant because they work in a team environment and their task was given. And our responsibility was not to let them go home until the task is complete, what is set for the day.
Okay.
Any student can do that, if provided they're given an environment like that.
Okay.
And they should feel fulfilled and they should feel that they have achieved something for the day. So when I was a very short period of time, I was in Fidelity in Bangalore, 2-3 months. And one of the director who was giving an induction to us, he said, if we are spending a day today with few things, and when we are going to bed, if we ask a question to ourselves, have I learned anything new today? If the answer is say yes, then that day is complete for you.
Well said.
So yeah, I think it's just to focus on stuff. And I can tell we normally start within a package, like even if the company, when I joined TCS after getting passed out from Synergy in 2004 and 2005 May, I joined TCS as a fresher. The package was, let's suppose, below 3 lakhs. Does that matter now? That is the question.
Yeah.
So it is an entry which matters.
Yeah.
Something like for the actors also, right? In any field, for example, there are many people. Let's not talk about this engineering background. Let's talk about people who are struggling to become an actor. Do they care about how much signing amount they're getting? They just want break. So the same thing applies to the engineering students also. Just get a break, and then domain package, those will follow you.
Exactly. But yeah, Sumesh, you had a question, I guess.
Yes, sir. So my question is for Rudra, sir. Sir, leaving the coding background, so what are the related industry? What do you think about the animation industries in India comparing to the foreign countries? Because I have participated in MSME Idea Hackathon as my project was on animation. So I have been selected for the second round. So I want to get your views. So what are the future of animation industry in India comparative to the foreign countries?
This question, I think, can be to anybody, like whether Rudra is the right person to answer, if it is well and good, or any other alumni who is present can answer this question, I guess. Rudra, if you can go ahead, if you have any idea on this.
Sure. I have limited knowledge, to be honest, but let me tell you, with that limited knowledge, what I can tell you, there are companies in India, but they all are, getting outsourced projects to themselves. So there are opportunities are there, and definitely, since you have already attended the hackathon, I think you have got the good knowledge and exposure also, right? And like other basic companies, like basic in the sense like usual languages who work in these companies, more the like the opportunities are little lesser than that, but India is getting a lot of animation projects, and they are highly paid, by the way. But I can, if you really want to talk about this one, maybe we can talk later on. I can share you some knowledge. There are few of my friends who have started their their startup recently. Not recently, last year, when there used to be a so called Shark Tank, India Shark Tank. So they pitched over there also. They got some grants. I can get in touch with them, and if you want, I can help you out by knowledge sharing. I don't know much about that one, but since you are interested in this, I can get you connected.
Yeah, exactly, sir.
That will be grateful, sir. Thank you.
No, what I wanted to add here actually is what Somesh was trying to focus on. Along with Somesh, there are Somesh, one of your senior also, the project has been selected in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. From final year, Abhishek Bhaiya have been also selected for his project.
He's related to some IoT related topics project which he was doing on. So Somesh was something regarding animation related domain, where the thing is that some innovation he pointed out was that the use of animation in what you can use this, is it for drug abuse, etc., that is currently happening, and the government is very failing miserably in encountering this drug abuse. Drug abuse was one of the point, Somesh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So,
drug abuse and the road safety problems.
Pardon? Yeah.
Road safety, sir.
Road safety, yeah. Something on the road safety and drug abuse, and how animation could be utilized in this aspect to overcome this particular social causes. So the first round he has qualified, so he has to prepare a detailed report for the second round, the MSME project. So yeah, Rudra, let me just get you connected to Somesh. You can just Somesh can also ping you directly in that regard, and if you have some time, you can share that details if you have any.
Sure, sir. That is what I said. I directly don't have any exposure. Neither I work on that area, but I have knowledge, and whatever I can do, I'll definitely try to.
So, Samay, if I can also have your knowledge sharing on this, if you have your any friend circle where who can actually have some ideas on this also as such.
I'll look around actually. Yeah, animation is a field I've never explored, but I will look around. If I find someone, surely I'll help.
Okay.
But if it is related to IoT, we have done few projects in IoT in Credentisoft, so we can definitely.
Then let me get back to the student Abhishek. I think he had their internal student, so he has not joined. Otherwise, he could have shared his idea also. Something like IoT means it is something related to farming, I guess. It was something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get back to you in that respect. Naik sir, if you're ready, then we can also have a delivery from Saroj Naik sir. Sir, are you there? So Naik sir is connected, but maybe he is not able to hear me out, or somehow he may be not present on his desk actually. So yeah, then I think we should actually have covered everybody by now. But finally, before we go to the vote of thanks, Sushri ma'am, are you there now? Can we go for the vote of thanks as such? Sushri ma'am? Am I audible to now, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, Sushri ma'am, we'll go to the vote of thanks. Can we switch on the camera? Can we have a screenshot of the participant as such? All the alumni, all the teachers, etc. Can they switch on their video so that we can have? Yes. Okay, so let me get a screenshot of the system. Okay. Thanks a lot. Acha, one more thing before we go to the Sumesh want to give a vote of thanks. Like we cannot, we have Susi ma'am to giving the vote of thanks. Sumesh, if you want to add something, like you want to thank somebody, yes, you can go ahead. But we'll have the final vote of thanks from Susi ma'am. So I don't know why Sumesh is very much interested for giving vote of thanks.
Okay, it's okay, sir.
No. Let him want to have something like want to say something.
Okay.
Yes, Sumesh, go ahead.
So good evening, everyone. The honorable alumni, respected principal, invited chief guest, teachers, and my dear friends. So first of all, I would like to thank Smriti sir for organizing this opportunity to speak on this auspicious occasion, and it is a matter of honor for me. On behalf of the entire institute, I would like to thank the honorable all the alumni for participating in this conference. So especially thanking Mr. Rudra sir for accompanying me on my project, and Samay sir. So that's all. Thank you, everyone.
No, Rudra, special thanks to Rudra because he makes it a point to attend every alumni meet. Whenever the notification comes from my side, he actually, I was wondering why he had not registered this time around, but suddenly got a call, like got a message from him that he'll be joining in the afternoon session. So thanks.
No, sir. Yeah, my mistake, sir. I'm really sorry for that one. As I said, my dad is not keeping well, sir. So
Yeah, I can understand. No issue.
I'm a little busy.
No issue. No. Thanks, Abhinav, Samay. Thank Rekha, Priyavata, and Rajesh. All of you. Rudra, Ashutosh, I think left somehow. Jatinder had joined. Somehow he has to leave due to some reason as such. So Shamalesh, I think you have joined late. Can you hear me, like Samalesh?
Hi, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. You joined late, I guess.
I'm extremely sorry for that. Actually, we're in college on that time.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you can just introduce, and because the deliberations have been already made by some of the alumni. So since you have joined, let's hear from your side first.
Okay. So, sir, I got passed out in 2011. My branch was mechanical, and right now I'm working in PricewaterhouseCoopers as a manager in advisory.
Okay. So, like, how was the shift from like mechanical being your branch, and then moving on to some other domain? If I'm not mistaken, the domain is totally different from what you have studied.
Yeah, correct. Like I did a certification in SAP in metal management. Then I got placed in IBM. Then I moved to CTS, KPMG, and right now I'm in PwC.
So, like, you have been in touch with the department as such. Is it possible that you can guide students of your department?
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
So, because what we are looking at is that this meet should not be a one-off meet where you come and have a discussion or something like that. This is a continuous process. Susri ma'am, being from mechanical department, can actually get the help, whatever. Like, you have changed your domain as such, because mechanical student would. Do you have your touch with your your domain or engineering? No, not really.
No, only with Jena sir we're in touch with.
So Jena sir is in touch. Okay, sir. So anyway, like, if it's possible, then maybe we can think of some technical talks as such. When you are free, then we can arrange something on that.
Sure.
So what would be a best area? Like, can you just suggest some areas where we can think of having some technical talk as such?
Like, it's better if we can consider on the ERP, like based on like the supply chain management and all. If we can concentrate on those points.
Okay.
Because here in the market they're having huge demand of SCM. So if we'll do any of the certification in SAP or Oracle, so it will be better to get placed in any of the MNCs.
So the technical talk would be focusing on maybe in general SAP or something like that, or what?
Yeah, that will be better, because right now I'm also working on SAP, so I can guide everyone in SAP only.
Okay, fine. Sushri ma'am, can this be noted down so that that we can actually have a communication with some sometime later and maybe organize a technical talk?
So many mechanical students are talking about that. What should they do after their degree? So it must be helpful for them also.
But the Samlesh is not the right person to answer that question because since he has totally shifted his domain from mechanical to something.
Yeah, correct.
No, the students who want to get into the software line, they can take their assistance.
But that would be a negative propaganda in that case because you're trying to transfer students from mechanical
that
to
is the
IT.
mixture of every knowledge, mechanical plus software.
But Samlesh doesn't hardly remember anything from his department papers as such. I don't think you would have done anything with that respect. So anyway, like Samlesh, we can think about that particular technical talk, etc. You are currently based here. Where you are currently located? You have not mentioned that. Samlesh, are you there?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you please
I
repeat
wanted
your
to
question?
know where you are currently located. Like where is your location currently?
My base location is in Kolkata, but right now I'm working from home from Bhubaneswar.
So Bhubaneswar being nearby, the weekends we can plan some physical talks as such. You can come down to college at some point of time, maybe in next month.
Okay, sure, sir. I need to check my bandwidth actually. Based on that, I'll update you.
Okay. We'll do that. Well, thanks a lot for joining. Actually, because what I got feedback from Itishi ma'am was that most of the computer science students are joining for the alumni meet, and students from other branches are not joining. So you saved my face, actually.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So, ma'am, I think we are done with everybody. So, anybody else want to add to anything? Something I missed somewhere? Avinav, if you're still there, can just let's say add something if you want to. Tanmay, Rudra, if you want to add something, or should I go for the vote of thanks as such?
I mean, like, sir, what my suggestion was, I mean, like I mentioned in my previous meeting also, like if we can continue that one. I mean, like, I mean, like arranging seminar like this is definitely a place where you can get to know who all are alumni. As an alumni, I'll get to know like what are the things happening in my college right now, because it's been, I mean, like when we passed out 2007, so I think more than a decade, right? The courses has changed. What I studied now, I believe the current students, they are studying much more advanced course than us. So we'll get to know like, okay, these things they need help from us. But after that, I mean, like I felt like we are getting cut off. So like if we can get the conversation going on, it is going to help.
Now that is what I was actually thinking of, this mentorial system where we will actually.
Audible now? Yes, just I was listening to Rudra Biswas. He was actually highlighted a lot of things and it really impressed me. So just now he was telling about the interaction actually in the offline mode.
Yeah.
As you know, in the last 3 or 4 days back, Biswajit joined us, and he had given a very good deliberation in the conference hall. He from Sweden. He came from Sweden, no? Biswajit Tushar Singh was 2002 to 2006 pass out batch, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why Rudra has given a very good idea. Let us invite them to our college, have a deliberation with the student, one-to-one interaction. That will be very good. And I think mechanical student, some mechanical student was there, Samlesh.
Samlesh, I think he's just left. I think he was there for some time. He just left. He's not there.
Multidisciplinary.
Okay, we'll get back to him, sir. We can get back to him. So we have all the details, etc.
No, there is no problem. Once a graduate in mechanical, but switch over to some other domain, that is welcome. No problem. That is
no issue.
No students are going to insurance sector, your banking sector. There is no problem. So we should welcome our all alumni to the college. They should come down to college.
Now, in that case, sir, what will happen is that he might be a mechanical alumni, but he will be coming and having a technical talk with the computer science students.
Right. All the students, all discipline students.
That is a welcome thing. That would be a welcome thing actually. So
yes,
there's no issue with that.
So you can welcome them whenever they are coming to our home state. They should visit our college. Always they are welcome.
Asutosh, that you have joined now, you would definitely at some point of time I would request to come down to the college to have a physical interaction with the students. If it is possible, you can just let me know at what time you
to
are.
go to
Yeah.
Dhenkanal.
Yeah.
Once I will be there, then I will let you know, and then I will come down to college.
Yes, yes. When you are coming to your hometown at some point of time.
Always you are welcome.
You are coming to your hometown at some point of time, I think,
Yes.
Sambalpur as such.
I used to go.
So,
Yeah.
so what we can do is that you just let me know before a week, like when you are available at your hometown, so you can just come down to Dhenkanal. We can have a physical interaction with the students. Rudra, I know you are having some medical issues at your home, but hopefully everything is okay. Will be okay as such.
Sir,
So,
I'm stable now. I'm stable.
okay, so if you are there in very nearby 1 night journey, I think based at Kolkata or you are at Bangalore now currently.
Even closer than sir. Even closer than Kolkata. I'm in Jamshedpur, so it is just exactly
Okay,
6
so
hours.
anyway,
6 hours
so
journey.
so that would be very nice. At some point of time, if you can come down, at least give a day to us and have interaction with our students. So we would be very happy if you could have a physical interaction as such.
Anytime, sir. Anytime. My
So let us
whatever.
plan out. Let us plan out. Like Asutosh is agreeing, he will coming down at some point of time. Sarma, if you get time at some point of time, you are coming back to India. Currently, you are in New Zealand. I guess it will be pretty late in the night. I guess already.
No, sir, I'm in Mumbai.
Oh, you have come back. Okay, very very good. So, any plan of coming back to Bhubaneswar at some point of time?
Yeah, I'll be coming tomorrow. Means tomorrow morning I'll reach Bhubaneswar.
So you'll be there in Bhubaneswar for some time, or you're just going to live back again?
Yeah, like.
Eskanaka is on, no?
Sir, I'll get.
Eskanaka is there.
I'll go to Dhenkanal. Just yeah, Sanmay, yes, you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll be there for a week.
Okay, okay. Let me see that if it is possible to come down to Dhenkanal. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay. So before we go to the vote of thanks, we finally have Saroj Naik sir available with us now after a lot of queries. Sir, you're there. You can have your deliberations.
Hello. It is for me.
Yeah, I have been calling your name a lot of times in between. So you were joined, but maybe you were not there.
I was joining, but I do not want to disturb your process because I was having some other work. Okay.
Sir, sorry to disturb you, sir. Sorry, sir. I'm just interrupting. I could not resist myself to say, after a long time, I saw Sakti sir and Saroj sir. Sir, both of you are just giving me, sir, what I can say. Sir, at this, I feel like I'm older than you. I'm not going to turn on my camera.
Please turn it on.
No, sir.
You should.
I'll get complex.
Okay.
Sakti sir happens to be your hostel superintendent, if I'm not mistaken, or was somebody else was there, superintendent that time?
Sakti sir was there, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember.
Koinur hostel. You are talking about Koinur hostel.
Koinur hostel.
Koinur, sir. That one.
Koinur hostel, first year.
Yes.
You are from which batch?
2003 to 2007.
2007.
Yeah.
First BPUD batch, sir.
Yeah.
BPUD first batch.
Okay. I understand.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir. Saroj sir.
Actually, 3 students, Bonti and other 2011 pass out student, have physically come to the institute today. So
okay.
I was surprised. They told, we are aware that they were aware of the virtual meet, but they wanted to physically visit the institute. So they already visited and gone. So they were the, I think, inmate of Saptasija hostel.
Sure. You just, as Shruti sir said, like you guys make a plan and then let us know. And as per our, bandwidth, we can definitely come. And personally, I'll make sure I color my hair and come visit this college. So otherwise, I'm not going to stand next to Saroj sir and Sakti sir.
The hair color is on me actually. So your hair color is on me now.
No, sir. Look this side.
Okay. Okay, sir. Saro sir. Yes, just go ahead.
No, nothing to say. I just wanted to see all of you. It's good to see. I think you have enjoyed the day today.
As Sarosh sir is there and Sakti sir has switched on their video, can we have the videos again on so that we can have a
Yeah, why not?
screenshot of all of you? If it is possible, then we can have a screenshot of all of you.
Rajesh Vishwal, Rudra Vishwas,
Okay.
Priyavrata Das.
So you remember Asutosh Ratha?
Ashutosh Ratha. Which
Tanmay
batch?
Mutali. He was junior. He was junior to me actually, Samay.
Acha.
Sir, namaskar. Good evening. Kaushik.
529.
Kaushik this side. Part of
Okay, Kaushik,
2001.
you joined late, I guess.
I did join late. I missed it out completely.
Somehow we are looking to wind up, and suddenly we are getting
I know.
joining one after another. So
Yeah. So
go ahead,
I
go ahead.
just missed it completely. That's the saddest part. But yes, if we have a recording, I would love to watch it around over the
I'll share
weekend.
the YouTube link
If
together so that you
Yeah,
can have
that will
it.
be wonderful.
Yeah, but just you joined. Can you share something?
I think you have another 23 minutes. Why not let
No,
them?
there's no issue with the timing actually. I'm there. We can actually
Yeah.
have his deliberation. So, Kaushik, you can formally introduce yourself to all of us, and then maybe throw some light what is your areas and what you're doing currently.
So, good afternoon. So, good evening. Sorry. So, my name is Kaushik Mitra. I'm part of the 2001 2005 mechanical engineering batch, which was under Utkal University. So, I completed the engineering of post which I did my MBA and then was in Chennai for about 4 years. I completed my MBA in 2008 and then I was working over there until 2011. From 2012, I relocated to Bangalore and have been in Bangalore since then. So as of now, of course, you can check my. Of course, LinkedIn will give you a glimpse of my career. As of now, I am working with GoTo Technologies, with based out of it's a globally headquartered out of Boston. The India headquarters in Bangalore. So I am a senior regional partner manager, managing entire South as a region, all our esteemed partners and all of that, taking care of all the collaboration. We basically go to technologies into the SaaS side of business. So we have solutions into collaboration and ITSG. So that's how it is. So that was bit about me, and I think 2001 to 5, it was a good experience. We didn't have much of internet at that point of time, uh, but yes, probably now the exposure is much more that we have, all thanks to the internet boom. But at that point of time we didn't have much of an outlook. Coming out of college, and then as we went all of us went into our respective fields. So many of us who went for post graduation, I went into post graduation, and many got into job. So it has been like completely, there has been ups and downs, but then yeah, kind of overall has been a great journey. And of course, Synergy was a wonderful experience. I was there in Synergy Dhenkanal, so it was definitely a wonderful experience those 4 years. And I think yeah, all thanks. Basically, I'm not really sure. I am seeing whom all. Don't remember many names, but yes.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what the issue is actually. So we got alumni from different batches that we joined. So maybe we have your senior. I don't know whether you are aware of some. He was
Yeah.
your senior. So he had a fruitful discussion with because you joined late. So the discussion was basically about the fact that the students were having some queries like what to do, what not to do once you're out of the college, and what should you be planning for.
Okay, that way. Okay, I missed that part. I think that should have been there. So nothing. I mean, I would just at this point of time, I want to suggest. I mean, not too great a person to suggest, but yeah, in terms of the life experiences and the career experiences that I've had, it's good to focus on your skills at this point of time when you are in college, because that's the one which creates the foundation of your career. As you say in English, as you sow, so shall you reap. So that's the foundation skills, and once your skills is very important at this point of time, and it should not look at package or money. Of course, money is something which you cannot neglect also, but then more focus on what you aspire to be 5 years down the line. Once you pass out of college, where do you see yourselves 5 years or 6 years down the line? So those kind of things you should, the job that you select should actually give you an experience to get into that point of life 5 years down the line. So just for the heck of money, you get into say a banking job or some other job which will, say, a BPO job which will give you immediate money, but that experience might not help you in achieving your dream job 6 years down the line. So I would suggest focus on skills, make your foundation strong in while in college. There is lot of exposure thanks to the internet. We have lot of exposure nowadays. You can, apart from your core skills, you have lot of other skills which you can take up, say, on LinkedIn or uh, any other internet based things. You can take it up. But yeah, those skills are very important, and package is something which will definitely you will get with experience. You might start less, but then if you see at 2 to 3 years down the line, you will always have package with you. But skills is very important. That's what I would like to suggest my young friends out there.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing has been pointed out earlier by few of the alumni. The skill sets are very important. The concepts need to be clear. The practicals need to be done. The
Absolutely.
project work should be done, etc. And I think thereafter, once you are thorough with all those skill sets, I don't see any issue with anything that you do thereafter, because success would definitely be part of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm.
Success would come.
Yeah. So, yeah, should we be okay with wind up? Like, is there anybody on the left? Anybody else who has not
And
spoken?
unfortunately, I
Yeah,
have
Kaushik.
no. Unfortunately, I have a small screen. I'm not able to find out everyone. I mean, but yes, of course.
No, but yeah, exactly, exactly. The thing is that people are joining and leaving. Like a lot of people have joined and then left somehow. So we are missing some of them already here. So anyway, so that's a good discussion, hearty discussion that we had. And some of the Kaushik that I would like to mention here, that some of our alumni also have agreed that they would be coming sometime in future down to the college and have a technical talk as such. We can plan something on that regard. But I don't see you coming back very in near future as such. I am not expecting. Is it so? Are you coming back at some point of time?
I'm here in Bangalore only. I go to
Oh,
keep
I
traveling.
expect you. I missed that part. Sorry.
Okay, I'm in
So I
Bangalore,
thought
so
that you were.
so I keep traveling to Orissa very often. Very
So
often.
yeah. Then that would be possible if you can just have a ping me at any point of time you are coming to Odisha, so that we can plan a offline sort of program with the student as such. Any domain that you think would be very useful to the students. Is it possible
Sure.
to plan something on that line?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure if, but yes, I would definitely love to contribute whatever way I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be always good to have a session when you have a small group or something like that. Uh, if you have a group who are coming around the same point of time, if
Yeah.
you if, if you can have like a 3 or 4 months heads up,
Yeah.
because I'm sure many of us who are outstation, I mean, who are staying outside Orissa, will keep traveling every 3 months or every 4 months to wherever they are staying. And if you are there, I think we can always plan if something, if there is a heads up, we can always plan a
Yeah.
common date or something, or maybe a range of dates within which we could finalize one date, and
Okay.
we can come down together.
Yeah, that would be very appreciated. I think we can have the virtual part because virtual part are part and parcel now. So other than that, since the COVID situation has
Mhm.
somehow gone down, so we can plan
The other
something.
way, I think most of our college mates, my batchmates, and even I believe seniors and juniors, more. I think we have most of them are there are like there's a huge bunch of synergy students who are working in Bangalore. If
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can have a Bangalore chapter, our management committee
yeah. That
or
would be
our
nice. That would be nice
or our
actually.
college committee, our college
Yeah.
faculty, few faculty members and a few from the management committee. If you have a Bangalore chapter sometime, say a
Okay.
Bangalore, or you can have some location in the west somewhere, if you could have a regional chapter, and
Okay.
the college students could gather in the auditorium and have
Okay.
a live video coverage of whatever we are interacting in those respective chapters. But then for that we need to plan like about 3-4 months in advance,
Yes, yes,
and we
yes.
also need to ensure that people who are registering should walk in to the event. Otherwise it happens, nobody turns up, it's a complete
Yeah.
disaster.
Yeah. On that respect, because what is that the students sometimes maybe because not for maybe computer science, but for other branches, the this sort of industrial tour, etc. They are being organizing where
Yeah, we
people.
used to have study tours. Do we still have those
Nah,
study
not
tours?
not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh,
Kaushik, yeah,
okay. Otherwise
that's
it
the
would.
issue actually. But we can do one informal one if everything is okay, where we can plan. Students can agree to actually visit maybe
No,
some
when
sort of.
yeah, so
Uh,
so
Only
yes.
1 day study tour is there, not the 3 or 4 day study
No,
tour
then
outstation.
it's very and also it becomes very
First
difficult.
journey.
The easiest part would be to have a location specific chapter when few of the esteemed faculty members and few from the esteemed management, say 10-15 from the management and faculty members come down, and they interact with the students, which is which has a live coverage, which is being broadcasted in the college auditorium where
okay,
all the students would be there in
okay,
college.
okay.
So
Take
that
it.
will be the easiest way, I
Okay,
would
It's a
okay.
very
suggest.
good idea.
That
Shruti,
will be
very good idea. Let us discuss with the management
okay.
for the local chapter at Bangalore. Number of students are there, as he's suggesting. Very good idea.
There will
Let
be a
us.
huge number in Bangalore, so the
Right,
number wise
right,
there
right.
will be no issue actually.
Uh,
So just we need to connect all of them and have a common date at some point of time.
Really, we will discuss with the management,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can note down it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're good to go. We're approaching 5. So I would request Susri ma'am, Professor Department of Mechanical.
One thing,
Kindly-
Kaushik Mitra, are you from mechanical department?
Yes, sir.
Your brother was there, another brother.
Yeah, Biswajit Mitra.
Biswajit Mitra,
No,
yeah.
sir, Mitra.
Mitra brother from Cuttack.
Yeah,
Both are from Cuttack, yes, I remember.
again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Susri ma'am, we can have your vote of next.
Thank you, sir. Let me introduce first myself. Myself, Susri Shangita Mahapatra from Mechanical Engineering Department. Actually, I joined in the year of 2011. So I think none of the alumni can recognize me. But still, I got the privilege to provide the vote of thanks. Respected Chairman and Managing Trustees, Mr. Vinod Das, sir. Respected Principal Madam of the Institute, Dr. Itisri Mohanty.
Yeah.
Respected the Director of the Institute, Dr. P.K. Naik. Respected Vice Principal, Sir, Professor Sakti Sankar Prati, Sir. Respected S.K. Naik, Sir, Principal of Diploma Wing. Respected all the professors of all the departments. And lastly, the respected our Secretary of Aluminum Association, my colleagues, my students. Good evening to all of you. This is my great privilege to provide the vote of thanks in this auspicious moment with our alumni. First of all, I will thank our CMT sir, who always encourage us to do such type of events. I'm very much thankful to Principal Madam, Director Sir, who taking all the initiations to conduct today's event. I must thank Professor Smruti Ranjan Das Sir, Secretary of Alumni Association, who work continuously to make this event successful. I must thank to all the alumni who are present here and give their valuable thoughts, and also who are not able to join also, because we are all synergians, and we belong to one group, one family. So thank you to all the alumni who are present over here and who are not able to present over here. Thank you all for your active participation. Next, I must thank to all the faculty members and all the professors who are taking active participation in this event. Thank you, sir. And I'm a request from my side, if possible, make offline a seminar or talk for our students. Request to all the alumni. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So I think we have taken down your points, whatever suggestions that have come from all of you, and maybe we'll try to implement, try to find out dates, etc., when we can have these talks, etc., and all those. What Kaushik mentioned was some sort of one place chapter as such at Bangalore as such. So
Alumni meet Bangalore chapter.
Yeah, we can work on that also, and maybe we can plan on this. So okay, so thanks all of you for joining, and in future, whenever we need you again, we'll come back to you at some point of time. So thanks a lot, all of you. So bye for now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Season's greetings and wish you all a very happy new year.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.